The Lord be with you. I'm Deacon Keith Fournier, and our first reading is from the first book of Maccabees. Judas and his brothers then said, "Now that our enemies have been defeated, let us go up to purify the sanctuary and dedicate it." So they marshaled the whole army and went up to Mount Zion. On the 25th of the 9th month, Chislev, in the year 148, they rose at dawn and offered a lawful sacrifice on the new altar of burnt offering which they had made. The altar was dedicated to the sound of hymns, zithers, lyres, and cymbals at the same time of year and on the same day on which the Gentiles had originally profaned it. The whole people fell prostrate in adoration and then praised heaven, who had granted them success. For 8 days they celebrated the dedication of the altar, joyfully offering burnt offerings, communion and thanksgiving sacrifices. They ornamented the front of the temple with crowns and bosses of gold, renovated the gates and storerooms, providing the latter with doors. There was no end to the rejoicing among the people, since the disgrace inflicted by the Gentiles had been effaced. Judas, with his brothers and the whole assembly of Israel, made it a law that the days of the dedication of the altar should be celebrated yearly at the proper season, for 8 days, beginning on the 25th of the month of Chislev, with rejoicing and gladness. Our responsorial psalm from 1 Chronicles 29. Hence, in the presence of the whole assembly, David blessed Yahweh. David said, "May you be blessed, Yahweh, God of Israel, our ancestor, forever and ever. Yours, Yahweh, is the greatness, the power, the splendor, length of days and glory. Everything in heaven and on earth is yours. Yours is the sovereignty, Yahweh. You are exalted, supreme over all. Wealth and riches come from you. You are ruler of all. In your hand lies strength and power, and you bestow greatness and might on whomsoever you please." A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke. Then Jesus went into the temple and began driving out those who were busy trading, saying to them, "According to Scripture, my house shall be a house of prayer, but you have turned it into a bandit's den." He taught in the temple every day. The chief priests and the scribes, in company with the leading citizens, tried to do away with him, but they could not find a way to carry this out, because the whole people hung on his words. The Gospel of the Lord.